No more speakers. Let me defer to Mr. Harris Dawson, and then I'll call on you, Mr. Buscaino.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. Today I am introducing a substitute resolution in lieu of Friday's original resolution, and asking that we join city and community leaders to call on state lawmakers to implement the will of the people of California by fully funding Proposition 47, a key public safety priority in this year's state budget. We are calling on our leaders in Sacramento to ensure local communities, especially here in LA, have the resources they need to keep our community safe and to ensure that they have the ability to meet our public safety needs. Right now, the state of California is saving millions and millions of dollars from not locking people up, from the reclassifications of different offenses from felonies to misdemeanors. The promise to the voters was that those savings would be redirected back to local communities for programming to make people successful in their reentry and also prevent new people from joining the prison population. And so we're asking and frankly demanding that the state make good on that promise. There are savings. There's a bit of an argument about how much the savings are. We're falling on the side of thinking that they're more. We need those resources to come to our town to help us deal with the challenges we're confronting.
Mr. Buscaino.
Thank you, Mr. President. And thank you, Mr. Marquis Harris Dawson, and those who joined us this morning. Bottom line is Prop 47 is under siege. It's under siege because of a promise that was made that cities and counties would receive money to implement robust services for lower-level drug and theft offenders in the form of substance abuse programs and alternative housing. In a time where this country is spending hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe billions of dollars in incarceration, I'd like to see those billions of dollars be reinvested and redirected to alternative housing and substance abuse programs. And unfortunately, with Prop 47, we have yet to see those dollars come to local governments. It's a shame. Our colleagues in the state government are debating on the price tag. We damn well know that there have been significant cost savings with both Prop 47, AB 109, but yet we're failing to see those dollars come to our local communities. Not only the reduction of some felonies to misdemeanors, we've seen a reclassification of drug offenses, but it also the significant funding for alternative programs to help break the cycle of petty thefts and drug abuse. This is one of the reasons why I supported Prop 47. In my days working the streets as a police officer here, I've seen poverty at its worst. Number of individuals have turned to a life of crime because of poverty. A number of individuals who have suffered from mental illness have turned to drug abuse. And yet, with this Prop 47 that's been approved by the voters of this state, they've lent a helping hand and a helping heart to those who need the most help. We hear in this horseshoe, one of our own, Mike Bonin, is a prime example of rehabilitation. Someone who turned to drugs and told himself he's going to get back on his feet. And that's one of our colleagues today. And we know that hundreds of thousands of individuals in our city and our state can do the same. So with that, I'm happy to partner with Marquis on this resolution. At the same time, we understand why people in this city are frustrated with Prop 47, because there have been that speculation that we've seen an increase in crime in our city due largely in part of Prop 47. Well, studies after studies show that that's not the case, but yet perception is reality. And this is why it's important to get those dollars to the local governments so we can help those who need the most help in our cities. Thank you.
Mr. Englander. Mr. Englander.
Thank you. I didn't vote for Prop 47. I didn't support it then. I don't support it now. But the fact is the voters did. The most important element of it was rehabilitation, social programs, helping people. I just didn't believe that would ever happen. I hoped it would, because I do believe that that helps a lot. Giving people a second chance in life is so important. It's what we need to do. We need to make sure that we reduce our rate of recidivism, that people that are getting released from prison, or now in this case jail, don't go out to commit the same crime again. We need to make sure that we have mental health programs and social monitoring and protection programs for those very people that can't help themselves, that had never had that ability or that opportunity in life, that never perhaps had local intervention programs or after-school programs. Maybe they dropped out of school. They didn't have a second chance or a third chance. I do believe that those programs help. But the programs have to be funded, and that was my biggest concern. My biggest concern was putting the hook out there, baiting the hook, and then taking the bait away later. It's exactly what we're seeing today. It was sort of what happened with the social, exactly what happened, quite frankly, with, I believe, with the Safer City initiative here in Los Angeles. It was supposed to be a partnership with both the county and other social program providers and law enforcement to go out there on Skid Row and many other places to make arrests. LAPD showed up, the city was there, but then there were no programs to service and help people. It failed miserably. I see that happening again now. Crime is a pendulum and it's going up because the programs to backfill what was supposed to be promised under Prop 47 haven't occurred. We've seen what's happened with the legislative office and the analysts in Sacramento saying that this program should be generating about $100 million right now. The County of Los Angeles is getting about $4 million. That's insane. That's criminal. So the fact is we've decriminalized the criminal justice system and all of these types of crimes. Dealing with it on the back end is the most important thing, and it's not being done for lack of funds. I absolutely support not only this motion to move forward to make sure we get our fair share of these dollars. We need these programs here, and we need them yesterday. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Root. Mr. Root.
I just want to rise in support of this motion from Councilmember Marquise Harris Dawson and Joe Buscaino. We definitely need more funding from the state, and with the projected surplus that the state has, I'm hoping that the governor would use some of that money to fund these programs. And I think there's a lot of legislators from our area, like Senator Holly Mitchell, who's been fighting with the governor for years, asking for some of these budget surpluses to go back down to the communities. Having worked for an agency that had the largest AB 109 program, we were always out of slots. They were filled immediately. And we definitely need more support from the state for them to fund this unfunded mandate. So thank you. Thank you to my colleagues for bringing this forward.
Okay, let's prepare then to vote on this item. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
And Mr. President, the first vote is on a question whether to substitute.
Okay, so the first vote is on substitution. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
14 ayes.
Now we're going to actually vote on the issue as amended or substituted. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
14 ayes.
Mr. Harris Dawson, forthwith on that. That has been approved. Okay, and Madam Clerk, we're going to continue item 39 until Wednesday, until tomorrow. So that brings us to...
And Mr. President, there's a request to reconsider items on item 1E, G, N, R, W, and F.
Okay, so we're going to reconsider these items and then continue them?
That's correct, to be continued to March 29th.
Okay, so let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
14 ayes.
And these items have been continued until March 29th. That brings us Mr. Buscaino.
I believe it's 20.
Item 20.
Yes, sir. Item 20.
Thank you, Mr. President. I call this item specifically for an amendment. Now, the street name on the item before you is correctly stating South Peck in the council file and also in the resolution that was introduced. But in T Committee, the T Committee report incorrectly calls it the street that we are trying to move forward on the oversized vehicle ordinance is in the T report. It identifies it as South Park, not South Peck. So we just wanted to make sure there's consistencies in all the reports. Okay? We good? Thank you.
Correct.
So let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
14 ayes.
Okay, Madam Clerk, let's recess this regular meeting, go into a special meeting. We call the roll.
Blumenfield, Bonin, Buscaino, Cedillo, Englander, Fuentes, Harris Dawson, Weezer, Koretz, Krikorian, Martinez, O'Farrell, Price, Rue, Wesson, 14 members present, and a quorum, Mr. President. And item 46 on the special agenda is an item for which public hearing has been held.
Okay, so let's prepare to vote on this item. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
14 ayes.
Okay, let's recess this special, return to the regular. Or adjourn,
Well, before you adjourn, do you want to send this forthwith?
forthwith.
Okay.
Now let's adjourn and return to the regular. And so that brings us where?
To general public comment.
Okay. Mr. Walsh, Ms. Pearman, Mr. Englander, yes.
Just before we go to general public comment, if I could ask item 43 on an urgent forthwith, so I know we'll have to vote on that, but I'd ask for that.
Okay, so let's vote on urgent forthwith. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
14 ayes.
All right, so go right ahead, sir.
John Walsh, blogging at HollywoodHighlands.org. Go to Krikorian Recall. This is already organized. It's well funded. We're sending him to go bye-bye. And anybody but Englander is a movement. We support Aaron Najarian, Mr. Huff, anybody but Englander who looked the other way while SoCal poisoned children. The white people didn't get involved because they're white and they believe in corporations. So their little kiddies started hemorrhaging from the nose. Then they went to the media after SoCal came here 2 weeks later. And once the media hit it, then England, he doesn't give a fucking shit whether you live or die, black, white, or Asian. HollywoodHighlands.org. And the Oscar cast was shit.
Thank you, Miss Donna Pearman, Vanessa Matthews. Donna Pearman, come on. Vanessa Matthews, please come forward, followed by Mr. Previn.
Okay, it's Super Tuesday. Our elections are important to California and Los Angeles. Anyways, I'm sorry, people, but you chose the wrong first black man as president. You should have asked Allen West, A-L-L-E-N West, to be that person, highly intelligent black man. Look him up on Google. Anyway, Obama's not for minorities, Hispanics. He's for Muslims, radical Muslims. Obama's administration is giving almost $1,000 each Syrian just off the boat, plus housing, medical care, and those who wanted work permits and even social security numbers, no waiting in line, registration fees, background checks, what every person has to go through in naturalization. He really agrees with his policies, wants to continue. And so each black man and Hispanic and poor white man, ask yourself, what has Obama done for me? Hillary will do the same, nothing for you. Democrats want only to give entitlements, free help, not hope. We want dreamers in America, not illegals to dreamers. Republicans want you to have opportunity to self-sufficiency, not dependency like the Democrats.
Donna. Thank you very much. So if I could have Miss Matthews, followed by Mr. Previn. Go right ahead.
Good morning. My name is Vanessa Matthews. I was here in Los Angeles a week ago visiting the La Brea tar pits. And I'm here to talk about the Los Angeles parking and towing scam. I parked my car last Monday in a metered spot that read enforced 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. There was nothing else referenced as far as other signs. So I do like anybody else. I put enough money in the meter to take care of the time where it says it's enforced. I go inside the La Brea Tar Pits and I leave around 7 o'clock. My car is gone. I'm not sure if it's stolen or what has happened. After a few unfriendly phone calls using the local phone numbers and 311, I was able to finally locate my car, maybe before about...
Thank you. Thank you. Your time has expired. Thank you. Mr. Previn, followed by Mr. Spindler.
Yes, it's Eric Previn in the public comment. 60 seconds is impossible for anybody to make a cogent remark. I'll do my best. The City Attorney of Los Angeles is charged with overseeing these public meetings and the public meetings in your committees and such. Unfortunately, the City Attorney appears to have his hands tied at the moment and is unable to take the appropriate action to enforce the Brown Act in numerous instances, which are being chronicled right now and will be brought forward. I can only say that it is a great disappointment that the elected officials who sit around this horseshoe on a weekly basis have consistently simply looked away from what can only be described as violations of the open government laws. This does not just speak to the meeting protocols, but also the way the records here at City Hall are managed, as we've seen in numerous instances. And I would ask the Council's help in identifying who exactly Jameson Properties what city departments beyond aging, and I believe there's another department that is renting space from them, are actually renting space from this group, because it is beyond the pale. The controller...
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Spindler, followed by
tired of threats. Stop threatening speakers. Stop trying to throw us out and using horseshit excuses to interrupt us. 1,275,000 in claims I have filed against the city, and you dumb fuckers still don't understand it. Up on the 10th floor, that little dwarf cocksucker Mitchell Englander tried to get rid of my cards because I put ELF on it. It stands for the Englander Liberation Front, a civil rights group to vote no on that scumbag Mitchell Englander for the Board of Supervisors, a worthless piece of shit, took all those people in Porter Ranch and fucked them in the ass and took them out of their houses. It took a fucking judge to overturn the eviction notices. And finally, Krikorian signed the petition. Get that cocksucker out of CD2, that fucking
Thank you. Your time has expired. Miss Richardson, where are you? What'd you say? Miss Richardson, come on, dear. Come on now. Yes, ma'am.
Women veterans, including, I suppose, Army, Navy, and Air Force, have the highest suicide rate of any group in the country. I heard that real quick. I don't know where it came from. I'm wondering, what is the problem? They're killing themselves. Are they allowed to bear arms? In other words, they can kill people, throw grenades, kill children if the children are offensive. I'm wondering, what is the problem? Is it because their husbands are not true to them when they get home, or they're being harassed? Whatever the problem is, the burden is too hard for them to carry, so they end up killing themselves. And maybe City Council may be able to help the ones that go to Los Angeles to the Veterans Organization, help them and find out what the problem is and stop the suicide rate among women. There's no need for them to kill themselves. Everybody has a burden and they can be helped.
Thank you. Okay, that concludes general public comment. That brings us where, Madam Clerk?
Council has motions for posting and referral.
They are posted and referred. That again, we are at announcements then. Announcements, members, announcements. Mr. Rue, announcements.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Forgot to announce earlier today that the March of Dimes is having a luncheon reception at the Tom Bradley Towers from 12 to 1. So all council members, if you guys could join.
Any further or other announcements? If I could get everyone in the chambers to rise. Everybody in the council chambers, please rise for adjourning motions. I'm going to look to my right side. Mr. O'Farrell.
Thank you, Mr. President. It is with great sadness that I ask that we adjourn today's meeting in the memory of Betty Bartlotta of Atwater Village. Betty was born in Rochester, New York in 1936. She moved with her family following the retirement of her father from the Lehigh Valley Railroad in 1953 to Atwater Village in the 13th District. Betty devoted her life to family, friends, and community. Her family, that numbered more than 100 and ensured the last family reunion she attended in Rochester in 2014, was truly a celebration. She treated her friends like family and was always willing to provide support and a listening ear. She was especially proud of her service to the community. In 1981, Betty assumed the helm of Club TG, known as the Cheers of Atwater Village, and can be seen in lots of television and feature films because of the incredible place that it is. She was actively involved with the Atwater Village Chamber of Commerce for 30 years. In addition, she organized the Lions Club Breakfast for more than 30 years, first starting at the Beach Market and then moving the event to the Wells Fargo Bank parking lot there in Atwater Village, right off of Glendale Boulevard. When the Lions Club opened their membership to women, she was one of the first women to join the Griffith Park Lions Club, serving as its president for several years. Betty was very involved with the Cristo Rey Catholic Church Food Fund and generously donated each year. In 2007, then Councilmember Tom LaBonge asked her to arrange for a pancake breakfast for the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life of Griffith Park, and she did so without any hesitation. She passed away on February 25th, 2016, following a long illness with family at her side. She is survived by her husband, Bob Kick, hundreds of cousins, and countless friends from across Atwater Village and beyond who knew and loved her. And I have known Betty for 14 years myself and worked very closely with her, and was so happy that about a year and a half ago we honored her and Club TG for its historic presence and its iconic presence there in Atwater Village. Betty will be missed by all, including me. May she rest in peace. And her memorial is this Friday.
Thank you, Mr. O'Farrell. Again, looking to my right. Now I'll go to the left side, Mr. Bonin.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, I'd like us to adjourn today in memory of a constituent of mine, Shelley Sloan, who many of you know. Shelley died February 26th, and his memorial service was held yesterday. He was born on Christmas Day, 1935, in Minneapolis. He attended Los Angeles High School, the UCLA Anderson School of Management, and the USC School of Law. He was an attorney with the U.S. Department of Justice in Washington in the early 60s. He was a public member of the State California Board of Registration for Professional Engineers in the early 70s. He was a judge of the Municipal, which is now the Superior Court in Los Angeles, in the mid-70s, a member of the faculty of Judges College in 1975, a member of the Harvard Westlake School Board of Trustees for a decade and a half in the 80s and 90s. He served as president of the Los Angeles County Bar in 96 and 97, and the State Bar in 2006 and 2007. He was a member of the LA County Arts Commission, California Science Center. He was a member of the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum Commission. I think he actually served as president there for a time, and a member of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Foundation. He was also president of the Guardians of the Los Angeles Jewish Home for the Aging. He was a member of the Fraternity of Friends of the Music Center. He was chairman there for a couple of years. He served on the Coro board. At the time of his death, just last week, he was of counsel to the firm of Lewis, Brisbois, Bisgard & Smith, serving as the chair of their government relations arm. And he also had his own lobbying firm, Sloan Solutions, which lobbied at Metro and the Airport Commission and a number of other places. And he ran that with his longtime associate, Diane Lechner. He's survived by his loving wife, Shelby Jean Kaplan Sloan, his children, Stephen Sloan, Jennifer Belushi, and his stepdaughters, Jeannie Isern, Victoria Commissar, His grandchildren Jude Commissar, Erica Isern, Charlotte Isern, Ashley Sloan, Jared Belushi, Jameson Belushi, Hallie Commissar, Cameron Commissar, Robert Belushi, and his sister and brother-in-law Roberta and Wesley, as well as nieces and nephews. And of note, his family wanted to make clear, he's also survived by his wonder dog, Star. And since Shelley was allergic to flowers, he requested that donations be made in his honor to the Guardians of the Los Angeles Jewish Home for the Aging or to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Youth Foundation. He was clearly, as you just heard there, an incredible civic leader who was involved for decades in every element of civic life in Los Angeles. A great and wonderful guy, and he's going to be sorely missed.
He was a man of honor. He was my personal friend. I would love to sign that adjourning motion with you. And he was always into something. I've known Shelley since like 1991. He was always into something. He was a very good man and worked at all levels of government. He'd be city, county, transit. He's just a good guy. So I'm still looking to the left side. Mr. Bloomingfield.
Thank you. Rise to adjourn in the memory of one of my constituents, Art Ferguson. He was born on April 18th, 1944 in Kearney, Nebraska. He later became known, though, as Charlie Tuna. You may not know his face, but you probably certainly have heard his voice. He worked as the morning drive radio personality for more stations and formats than anyone in Los Angeles history. He did everything from top 40 to adult contemporary, hot adult contemporary, oldies, talk, sports talk, country. He was a legend. He made his debut on Thanksgiving 1967 with KHJ in Los Angeles. His voice was heard for decades on K-Rock, K-Big, K-Earth 101, among many other stations. In 1990, he was honored by the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce with a star on the Walk of Fame and has been recognized as a top 10 LA radio personality in 97, 2007, 2013. He called Los Angeles home for over 50 years. Not only was he a top DJ personality, but he was also a leader in the community and in the West Valley in particular. He was the honorary mayor of Tarzana, and he held that title since 1977. He had a passion for doing good, and he raised $2.5 million for Children's Hospital Los Angeles with his annual Tunathon. He also he helped me. He did the emceeing at our annual July 4th fireworks extravaganza, and he always just led a little bit of celebrity and stardom to that event, and just had this great booming voice, which will certainly be missed. He passed away peacefully in his sleep in Tarzana on February 19th at the age of 71. He will always be remembered for the joy, laughter, and love of music that he shared. Memorial donations could be made to the Children's Hospital, Los Angeles. May he rest in peace.
Seeing no more adjourning motions, members, this meeting is adjourned.